Yo, YouTube and YouTubers. This your boy TripleCup Chuck. And guess what? I'm up. And when I say I'm up, that means I'm up next. And you tuning in to the Triple X Box Show. Time to flex.
I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night.
What's good with your YouTube and YouTubers? It's your boy TripleCup Chuck and I'm up. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Intro Gaming Media and that boy 100. He keeps it 100 and he's a real gamer. I'd like to give a shout out to all my subscribers, for the ones that been there for me since day one, and to all the newbies that's out there and all the people that stumble on my channel. I would like to say thank y'all for checking me out and giving me this opportunity. And my channel, it consists of opinion pieces, gaming conspiracies, and I like to run episodes about things that happen in the gaming world or a game I played. Like me and 100, we was talking trash back and forth, and we was talking about Madden. So, you know, one day I was on, I seen him on, shot a party invite, we hopped in some Madden, we started playing. It was a good match, you know, he hit me across the middle, I'm throwing the ball, but I'm doing too much throwing, I ain't running the ball like I normally do. But you know what I'm saying, he hit me, he was good because I was playing a lot of zone defense, and what he was doing, he was sitting back waiting for the open man, you know what I'm saying, you know how to play the pocket real good. So we was talking, you know, just talking about games alike, and I was saying, man, you play that Final Fantasy? He was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. I was like, yeah, because, you know, I'm not really a big Final Fantasy player, but I've been hearing a lot of people talk about that Final Fantasy. So I'm like, well, yeah, I might want to get into that, but you know what I'm saying, I don't really know the type of game it is, and he was trying to explain like the type of game it was and how it plays. So I was like, oh, that's something like Dragon Age, because see, me, I'm a big EA player, so I have EA access, and you know, that was the most value I could ever find. You know, I like to give a shout out to EA for that one. Y'all did y'all thing, and I like, you know, saying for Xbox looking out for their fans and letting us get the EA access. I was saying, was it something like Dragon Age? He was like, yeah, it's something similar to Dragon Age, but it have a little bit different ways of going. I was like, okay, well, yeah, you know, he said it was a pretty decent game. So we back to, you know, talking on throwing the ball. He got the ball, he get me on 1 yard line, he's scoring touchdowns, and he, you know, it was a pretty good game. We came pretty much down to the wire, and I was sitting up there talking to him about, you know, why we was playing. I think he was doing it so he could talk me out of my game. So he had me interested into the conversation. So we was talking about EA access, and I was saying the game I had wanted to see come to the vote would have been Fight Night, and he was explaining to me why Fight Night haven't came to the vote yet, because of a bunch of legal BS, because it's not like Madden, UFC, and all these other type of games, they franchise games where they have unions and, you know, people can sign up and then they'll have like everybody on the game. But with boxing, what makes it so different, you have all these different companies. You have Floyd Mayweather with his money team, you have this company, you have Sugar Ray Leonard, an older player, this person may want more play. It's too much of a hassle for them to be able to get all these contracts to come back to just to take Fight Night and put it in a vote. So I was like, yeah, you're right about that. You know what I'm saying, it'll be too much of a hassle for them to put it in a vote. But you know what I'm saying, everybody been waiting for this game. This is really the most anticipated EA game that they have that's out there, would be Fight Night. But I understand if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So we are playing Madden, and he ended up winning the first game. I had to give me a rematch later on, like a day or so we end up playing again. And so once we got to playing this time here, I'm hyped up, I'm ready. I said, yeah, he ain't I'm gonna win this game here. I can't let him beat me 2 games in a row. So we was playing, and he blew me out onto my every pass. He was hitting. My man was messing up because, you know what I'm saying, I went too anxious, so I wasn't playing the way I was supposed to. Been playing from the beginning, because you know Madden is like it don't have no comeback system, but what Madden have is a system. Let's say if I got the quarterback and I throw little short quick passes, make sure my person open, and when I hit them, they'll catch, because it's easy pass, they'll get them into this rhythm. So when he get into this rhythm, then Breeze, because I play with the Saints, so when Breeze throw the ball, he could throw it upfield, and you know what I'm saying, they catching better passes because they feel more confident. So with the running back, you got to do the same thing. You got to run him, and while you running him, you got to make sure it's like good open passes to get him loose and get him into it. Then he gonna break one. But if you just try to go for the Hail Mary from the beginning, you might get it, you might not get it, but your odds is based upon catching the ball and getting yourself into that rhythm. So I didn't do that. So 100 was end up, he was down, could nobody beat him at this time, and he blew me out. I had the ball, and it was in the 4th quarter. I was on a 2 yard line. I tried to run the ball, and he stopped me on the 1 yard line. I didn't score a touchdown. It was 4th down, so he got the ball back. And when he got the ball back, I laid around there and sacked him. So when I sacked him, they gave me my first 2 points in the 4th quarter. That let you know that he was really blowing me out. So he kicked me the ball back. I ended up scoring a touchdown or whatever like that. Woo, but he blew me out. So I said, man, look, I got to get my rematch. You kind of blew me out, so I was ready. So the game after that, we was playing, and I'm hitting with straight short passes, steady 3-5 yards. I'm steady body punching him. And while I'm steady body punching him with those nice little 3 or 4 little licks here, 3 or 4 shots here, I'm holding the ball. I hold the ball the whole first quarter, just steady running the ball for a couple plays, throwing the ball for a couple plays. You know what I'm saying? Getting my team in that little zone, in that mood. So after I got my little team in the zone, in the mood, I ended up blowing him out that time. So he won 2 games, and then I won that 3rd game. But the 3rd game when I won, I blew him out, and I talked so much trash. I mean, I talk trash from the top of the ceiling to the bottom of the floor. You could hit me anywhere, all the way around the counter. I was all into it. So I ended up beating him, and then we had another rematch. Yeah, we had another rematch because he said he didn't want to go out with getting blown out like that. So on our last rematch, we playing. It's a good game. It's 7-7. You know what I'm saying? Then he ended up scoring another touchdown. I made a mistake. You know, once you make a mistake, that's it. He ran up the middle. He gone. He just scored a touchdown. Now, now it's 14-7. I got the ball back. We in the 4th quarter. I'm like, okay, I got to see what I got to do. We going back and forth. I 3 and out here, 3 and out here. Get a couple passes, punting the ball, going back and forth. And then it's the 4th quarter. And it's like, yeah, it's about that time. You know, I end up scoring a touchdown with a few seconds left on the clock. You heard me? Now, like, yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. So I kicked the field goal. And the stupid way of field goal kicking, I hate it. I really do. Well, I despise it. I dislike it. I do not like when you kick the ball and the little thing go up and back down. It's so glitchy, it don't work right. So you press the button and sometimes it don't press and it'll go all the way off. And I end up missing the field goal, losing by 1 point. But anyway though, about the Madden. So after we were playing Madden, I was sitting back and I was thinking about the fight night, because you know that's one of my favorite games. That's a game I really was anticipating. You know, all the BC games, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I like the games, you know, more games to marry or whatever, but the game that I was waiting for was Fight Night. So I was like, damn, they can't put in the vote because of all this legal matters and stuff. What could they do? So I'm sitting back here thinking, EA, y'all need to be paying me for this here. What y'all could do is gut the game. Y'all can gut the game in half. What I mean by gut the game in half, by me being a Fight Night player, I know what Fight Night players want. You could take all the name fighters, cut all that out of the game, take them off, give people the online, and give them the story mode. Put it in the vault. And when you put it in the vault, have it free in the vault for people that have EA access. That's gonna make people want to say, oh, I want to play I want to play Fight Night, but I have to have EA access to play Fight Night. So that's the only way you better get it. And by you gutting the game in half like that, it's strictly for people that's in EA access. And if you're in EA access, nine times out of 10, you got the internet, but you still gonna have the story mode on that anyway. I'll like cut it in half, because what people want is to be able to create their own fighter, go online, fight, compete against other players, keep everything the same, keep the gyms the same and everything. Be able to join the gym, have their own gyms, have a gym fight against these another gym fight, have where you can go to practice in the gyms. Well, my box can go in the gym with another one of my people that's in my gym, and we could practice. So if it's something that I'm not good at, we can sit back and practice until I get better at it. Then we could take our gym and fight against these other gyms, and we could compete and whoever have the best gym. And then you have your own personal record. So when you're playing, you might be 50 wins and 10 losses or whatever your thing might be. You could create your boxer. You could retire your boxer, create your new boxer. Keep the same way of upgrading your boxer. Like you have fights, you get points. Just keep everything the same, but just gut it in half and take all the name people out of them and put it in EA access, and you will have a hit on your hands. And I was sitting back thinking about that the night after I got whooped by 100. This just me running it about Fight Night, because I love to see that franchise return, and I know it can't return in the full form that it have, but I know what all my Fight Night players want, and that'll make the world to us. So EA, if you hearing this here, that's what you need to do. Well, this your boy TripleCup Chuck, and I'm out. And remember, I don't do this for me, I do this for we. So like, subscribe, and holler at your boy. And don't forget to choke the like button till it turn blue. I'm out.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Jason Witten, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll look to throw here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Des Bryant high in the air to bring it in. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th-down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.